Good morning. We have a carry carving sale today, November 19th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on our website, carryonvagabond.com. So set your alarm, get on over there. This will be the final sale before the end of the year. So last time to get anything for the holidays. Again, that is today, November 19th, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Those will be live on the website.
That's a lot of spoons. I keep them in a bag as I carve them, and then I don't sell them one at a time. I just, a couple times a year, we kind of pull them all out and sell them. But since we've been in Central Florida because of Pistol's recent surgery, I've had a lot of free, non-nomadic time to carve some spoons. So we thought, since we're going to put the spoons up for sale today, before the holidays, we would maybe go through the process of how I make these, how I go from a block of green wood, this is some Florida cherry, with an axe, a couple of knives, a small handsaw, and some sharpening equipment to go from this to these.
So let's get that process started. This is going to take us filming over a couple days. there you have it, a spoon start to finish. This is a very condensed version. I have to say, I always see him carving, but I've never watched him with one piece start to finish like that. It is eye-opening. You spend as much time carving as you do examining the wood, making a cut, looking at it. I mean, there's so many different angles. It's a very tedious process to get this.
Yeah, and this is cooking spoons. I just made this up on the fly, based on the size of the wood I have and kind of the grain, what I want to do with it. But like an eating spoon, like this is a kind of a funky eating spoon. These are even more challenging because this is, it's a very three-dimensional thing, but if it's slightly wider or slightly thicker, it's not a big deal. Whatever happens, it was meant to be that way.
Yeah.
But this has to be the same way as that, but also it has to have the right mouthfeel, so the thinness, the width, and then with an eating spoon, you want, your lips to just kind of touch the whole thing, and it's technical. It is, but it's and it's a long process because I like to carve green wood. As you can see, when you're carving green wood when it's wet, it carves easy, and you're not sharpening your knife every 60 seconds.
Cut, yeah.
Yeah, so what you saw in the video was axing out the rough shape of the spoon, and then rough carving it while it was green, getting it as close to finished shape as possible, and then the final stage was letting that dry a day or two, and then when it's dry like this is, then with a really sharp knife you do all the finishing cuts and finalize the shape. And when you do it that way, a knife is so sharp it's as smooth as sandpaper is, only better. Your wooden spoons, when you cook them or get them wet, they get kind of fuzzy. That's because like a store-bought spoon's been sanded, and when you're sanding, you're tearing the grain, and when it gets wet, it kind of opens that grain up. There's ways to do it, but it's very time-consuming to sand them properly. But I prefer a knife finish. It's very smooth, and you're cutting the grain smooth. So for the most part, it doesn't get fuzzy as much as So then right before I oil it, the thing you saw me do was burnishing it. And burnishing it kind of closes off all the open fibers in the wood and makes it nice and smooth. And then you oil it. I use hemp oil. People use linseed, which is flax, and walnut oil. And all three of those, they polymerize, so they're a drying oil. So you put it on, and then usually I let them sit out in the sun if I can for a few days, and then that oil hardens, and you never have to do anything with it again. I mean, you can, but Irene has an eating spoon I carved for her that's nothing on it.
Never been oiled.
Never been oiled, and it doesn't need to be. But
I like it.
Yeah, but sometimes the oil brings out the beauty of the wood, and it does make it last. Kind of seals it nice. So anyway, it's
been a process to watch. I hope you've enjoyed it. I did make a mistake in the early part of this video talking about the sale. The sale is actually happening on November 20th, this Sunday. I said the 19th. I got kind of crazy. So
what was hardest for me?
What?
To have someone filming while I'm carving. It was almost nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I kept saying just ignore it, pretend I'm not here.
It's easy to say.
And it is hard to get get in there and get the right angle.
She bumped me once. With a razor-sharp knife in my hand.
I apologize. It's a good thing you have that new apron. Anyway, so yes, the sale is happening today, Sunday, November 20th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on our website, carryonvagabond.com. I'll drop a link below. Check it out, 1 p.m. Also I want to mention, stay tuned next Sunday. We have a huge announcement, so turn on that notification bell because you don't want to miss this one. It's a biggie.
It's a biggie.
All right, see you down the road. Carry on.
Carry on. Thanks for watching.
Join us on Patreon for extra content and all our videos early release and ad-free.
Check out the children's book that Irene wrote. You can get it on Amazon, or if you want an autographed copy, go to our website, carryonvagabond.com.
All proceeds go directly to the Green Bean Fund. Thanks again, and
carry on.
Carry on.